Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another computer tutoring training course. This time we're just going to start off with InDesign. The version I'm using here is CS6, and we're just going to give a basic start of how you would basically start a file. First things first, what I'm going to do is, you can see my splash screen here. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see a bit more. That's a bit better, there you go. So in our splash screen, what have we got? Well, we got open the recent files, this list of these recent files there, and create a new document. So we're going to create a new document here. So if you click on document, then you'll see the new document box appear. Let me just move it into the middle so you can see. Now at the moment, your document preset will be under default, which will be the standard one, which the intent is for print, number of pages 1, etc. Should you want to change that, then you would change this here. So say for instance I want to do a 4-page brochure. So I'm just going to change the number of pages to 4. I can see they're facing pages. I start at page 1. My page size is A4. Sometimes there's questions about landscape and portrait orientation. Basically, if it's wider than it is higher, then it will be landscape. This time you see it is higher or taller than it is wider, so it's portrait. If you click on these buttons over here, you can see they swap between the two. So this I'm going to do portrait. The next option I'll do is columns. Now every document, magazine, brochure layout will have a number of columns. You don't have to stick to it, but it will give you a rough guide as to how you will how you will put down your text on your page. So we're going to increase the columns to 2 here. And the gutter here is the gap between the columns. So if you want a bigger gap, increase the gutter, basically. Margins. Okay, so at the moment the margins is the space between the edge of the page and where you would start typing. Again, it's just the guide. Should you want separate margins, you can take the tick out here. Uncheck this chain link. You see it's broken there. So you can now put separate top, inside, outside, bottom margins. Incidentally, let's just put this back in there. Incidentally, you see it says inside and outside. The reason is because we've got facing pages. When I take the facing pages off, notice it's left and right. So we go back to facing pages. This last bit, the bleed and slug, if you don't see it at this moment in time, just click on the button at the top here that says More Options. So if you click on More Options, then it'll add the bleed and slug here at the bottom. The bleed is the area you would design to when you're using a full single web offset press or a swap press, where you would print right to the edge of the page. So what I'm going to do, just so we can see that, we're going to click in there and add a 3mm bleed to the edge of the page there, and in that way when you print you can guarantee that you'll print right to the edge of the piece of paper. The slug is used to print any information on the paper before it's trimmed, so information such as the colours, maybe any email addresses, file names, contact details, all of that type of thing. Special printing instructions you can put on the slug, and the printer will then know about it. If he's got any problems he can contact you, or if she's got any problems he can contact you. So you can see now our document preset has changed to custom. So what I'm going to do now is save that preset. Click on save. Type in a name there. So I'm going to call this one 4-page brochure, or brosh will do. Click on OK. So now you can see that document preset is saved. I can click on OK, and then wait for a year and a date. And then you can see here's our brochure. So there we go, that's creating a new brochure. Just one last thing, I'll probably do this again on another training videos. I just need to set up my workspace. As you can see, there's windows in it hanging around everywhere, and my toolbar over here on the left hand side is docked into place. So I'm just going to go over to the top here to this drop down menu, give it a click, and go down and click on Reset Essentials. When I click on that, it reallocates all of my panels, redocks all of my toolbar and control panel, etc. So everything is as it should be. Just finally, I just want to draw your attention to the bleed area. So you see this little red line around the outside. That's what you would design to. And in further videos, you'll see that. You can see the columns here and the margins there between the edge of the page, which is denoted by the black line, to the margin here, which is the pinky and the purpley type lines there. So excellent. Thanks very much for your attention, and more videos will follow.